everybody this morning? We got a full room. We've added one school here, the Newark Digital Academy. We're happy to add those folks in with us. So it's given Gloria a little bit of a headache on how she'd set this room up. But we're happy that the room's packed. And we're extremely happy the room's packed because you good leaders from our district in here today, you've been singled out the first month of our Citizen Month, which takes recognition to a lot of great things other than grades. Everybody in here is a good student. Students, raise your hand if you're a good student. Look at that. Everybody, yeah, exactly. But this goes beyond that. You treat your peers with respect. You do the right thing. You help people out in your building. That's why you're in here today, and it's special. So let's give our students a hand for all that. And you're going to take your mom and your dad or your grandma or grandpa, some friends, and your principal out for lunch today. Did you know that? Leave one of us on the counter. We're fortunate in this community to have such great support of our buildings and our students. And today, Park National Bank sponsors this luncheon. And we have John Gard and Cindy Neely. Oh, Cindy earlier.
Right here.
Oh, quiet. Cindy Neely here from Park National that we'll bring up here in a few minutes to talk a little bit about everything the park does. So, but thank you very much for your support of our students every year. You do. I think I've got the head nod from the head chef over there that we're in good shape. So we're going to eat luncheon. There's plenty of it. So help yourself to 2s and 3s and 4s if you really want to. Just save me a cookie at the end. You're going to guard that for me, right? One sugar cookie. All right, so let's do it this way. Which table should go first? There, that's it. All right, we'll try to divide the lines. There's 2 lines. There's one up there and one there. So the good folks from Ben Franklin will lead us off today. Look at them. They're all over there. How about back here? Which table should go first back here? Wilson, absolutely. So Wilson go first, and then they can hit that table back here. You guys in the middle can kind of split yourselves. Okay? So welcome. Enjoy your lunch. Everybody got enough to eat? If not, food will stay over there. Help yourself. Somebody unhappy with the food? Always tell people it's a school made for kids. About 1935, had a lot of kids in here. We like going from kids. Today we're very honored to have our Symphonia want to play a few songs for us. We have a new director this year. And I'll let her introduce herself, tell you a little bit about her background. We were very fortunate that Ashley was available when we had an opening. I'm happy to have her husband as the head of
the orchestra professor, yeah. Hi, thank you. I'm Ashley Rudd, and with me is the Symphonia, as Mr. Yu mentioned. It's our elite orchestra at the high school. So if some of you are a little bit younger and maybe never seen our orchestra before, we're really excited to introduce ourselves to you. I came here from Illinois, from the Chicago area. I've been teaching orchestra over there and got married, and my husband said, surprise, I got a job in Ohio. And he's also an orchestra teacher, but he's the professor over at Denison. So we found our way to Central Ohio, and it's beautiful, and we're loving it. And these kids have been also welcoming to me, so we're excited to be here for you and share a little bit of what we've been working on so far this fall.
He's so cute.
We have one other piece we'd like to share with you today, and I think if you're a Bugs Bunny fan, you might recognize it. It's from a Rossini opera called The Barber of Seville. You may get images of Bugs massaging Elmer Fudd's head. We hope you enjoy The Barber of Seville.
who I judged things by. I didn't know if you knew this. So you got Mr. Myers, who you met.
Yes, of course.
We have Mr. Myers, who's a wonderful music teacher in our school district, the principal at Hillview. You can fool me when you're talking about this kind of stuff. You can't fool Mr. Myers. That's why we have Mr. Myers sitting there. I know Nick was extremely positive about the interview there. And then we also have Mr. Flowers, who's on the school board, just retires a music teacher, and then Mr. Nutt. We want to send a message to Mr. Nutt. Real men and women stand up when they so we didn't have enough room. One of the things we talk about all the time is when we bring this person here to perform, number one, because we're very proud of what they do. Number two is that we want to show our students everything we have to offer in a Newark City school system, not just at the high schools you come up through. This is just one fabulous program that we have to get involved in, because we want our students to be engaged and involved. And so anybody out there who wishes to be in the orchestra, I'm sure that this group will love to have you. Do you have any performances coming up?
Oh, we do, but actually I would like to piggyback on that if you don't mind. If you're thinking, oh gosh, I love this, what I just heard, but I'm into sports. How many of you play in this group, obviously, but are also in sports? Oh, hi, you're awesome. We've had a couple who are pretty elite athletes. So how many of you are in a bunch of other clubs in addition to the orchestra? So don't let that stop you. You can do more than one.
Before we sneak out of here, Mr. Lutz, would you like to come forward, please? You have one student here as a citizen of the month from the Digital Academy that's going to head back, and we wanted to make sure we recognize that person. So,
I'd like to introduce you to Sarah Dooley. Not only is she a great student from the SBC, she's also very talented musically, also track discipline. So she's been with us since the second year, and just whenever she's in the building, brings a ray of sunshine, gets along with everybody, a real leader, a real role model for our other students. So thank you for all your hard work.
For those of you that don't know, the Digital Academy is located right down the street here, a block from the high school, and is a partner of ours. So students can take classes there and take classes at the high school and be in our club and organization. So let's give them a hand again. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you too.
Oh, one thing you didn't do, you got anything coming up?
Thursday, we do something coming up. This coming Thursday, we have a big all-city concert and spaghetti dinner. So if you like these guys, it can only get better to hear all the other orchestras we have too. We've got 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, freshmen, and 2 other high school orchestras performing all on Thursday night. It's at the high school. And if you're interested in coming, it's actually our orchestra's biggest fundraiser of the year. So we are selling tickets for that one. And there's dinner involved in spaghetti dinner. Newark Orchestras, plural, because there's more than one orchestra. NewarkOrchestras.weebly.com is our website. You can get the tickets there, or you can call the high school office and they can connect you to me and we'll get you set up. But we'd love to see all of you and your friends and your neighbors. Bring them all out and we'll entertain them and feed you good spaghetti. Thanks.
Usually if I make the worst scenario,
So as I mentioned earlier, every month we have a sponsor for this luncheon. And this month is Park National Bank, so I'd like to ask the representatives to come forward. Cindy and John, come up. And I assume John wants the mic. Help Cindy. Okay, let you go.
Oh, I should know this. Sorry. I'll print. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Cindy Neely, and I work at Park National Bank. My role there is retail banking. So for those of you younger ones, that means I get to give out all the cash to people. So it's kind of the fun part. We help customers get a house, a car, help pay for education, or just help saving their money. So I love what I do. I love working there. We're obviously very involved in the community, especially New York City schools. You see our name about everywhere, in every gymnasium, football field, everything. So gets us, we get excited to be able to help with all of that. I'm also fortunate my children also go to New York City schools, so I get to take advantage of what Park does for the school system as well. So we love participating. I think we get spoiled, special privileges that we get to sponsor the first one every year. So we're excited, and congratulations to those of you students who are first of the year to win Citizen of the Month. It's a great honor. When you're 18, call me. We're hiring. Happy to have you. We need leaders. So thank you so much. I'll hand it over to John.
Thank you, Cindy. I'm John Gard, and I'm an attorney and trust officer in our trust department, obviously, but I've been there 30 years, and I do a lot of different things, and some are complicated, some aren't, but I love my job, and Park's a great place to work. So I hope some of you, as you get older, would consider the banking industry, because it's fun, and we do a lot of different things. That's what I like about my job. I do something different every day, and that's neat. This is always a special day for me, because I went to Roosevelt Junior High School. Of course, it was 7, 8, 9 when I went here, but this room wasn't here. But both my parents worked in the Newark schools, and I'm a graduate, obviously, of the Newark schools, and I'm proud to be a graduate of the Newark schools. And as I say every year when I've been here, is good schools are good business for us. And we certainly have that in the Newark City schools, and we're so glad. And certainly want to congratulate all the students here, their families, their principals, and the entire school district. So thanks for letting us sponsor this.
You need to thank us, we need to thank you. The students have a card for you here today. If you take that back and share your appreciation with Mr. Troutman and Mr. DeLauder, we would certainly appreciate you doing that. And as you know, you don't have to travel very far in Newark to realize what Park National Bank does for our community. And not just our schools, but our community. And we really appreciate always stepping forward to help out. And as John talked about, he's a graduate from here. And we talk a lot about, that's how we measure the success of our schools. And we talk about, it's a great time to be a cat. It's always been a great time to be a cat. And you measure the success of your schools by what your graduates are doing when they get out of school. And John's a great example of that, and stayed here, raised a family, and has grandkids in the school district now, and so we appreciate all your support. Thank you. Cindy came up. We have a paw print here. She knows the routine. We focus hard about standing on this paw print up front here, and I'll tell you why. Because if you turn around and look in the back, see that gentleman standing up there filming? This will be on channel 19 or whatever. It's not 19 anymore, I guess. 1021 for those who watch. Mr. Carr thinks a lot of people watch that. I mention that all the time. A couple million, give or take, yes. But it's your chance to stand on this paw print with this microphone, look in that camera and tell people who you are, and be proud that you're in here. Okay? So, a few people that I'd like to recognize before we get started with our students. If our principals would please stand up. These guys, yes, give them a hand. Group of leaders that are running buildings in a very positive way. Just appreciate so much that they're here and doing them. So I'm looking around the room at each of them. Some of them I've been with for 10 years, here. Some of them are well, I think everybody's probably, maybe Chet's the only one from the outside. Most of them have been around quite a while. So these people really care about students. They care about their communities, and they do a lot for those communities around here. So let's give them another hand and thank them for that. And then if our district employees would stand up, our central office folks, you can stand up for a second, please. You know, as we could go around the room and introduce this is Julio Valadares, who is our school treasurer. Julio came from us from Gahanna, came to us from Gahanna. You're in his second year now. He does an excellent job of taking care of the funds, and he just shared with the board Monday night the financial forecast for the school district. And that little fella going to end up here with me in a minute, right? Come on up, buddy. But Julio shared with the board a very bright and positive financial forecast Monday night. I know I came here in the year 2009, which seems like a long time ago. 10 years ago, one of the first things board members told me was, hey, you might have passed a new levy in 2 or 3 years. And we're proud to say we haven't asked for new money. And Julio shared a forecast that if the state doesn't change anything, we're not going to ask for new money for quite a while. And so let's give Julio a hand for taking care of the money. We're going to continue using the money we have and continue to change in a positive way. The rest of these folks are all central office people. I don't like to call them central office people because we're really not in this building very often. We're out in the buildings making a big difference there. So let's give them a hand for what they do. We have 3 school board members. I'll start with Warren. Warren, would you stand up, please? We have Warren Weber over here, who joined the board a few years ago. Warren is retired from the Air Force and moved to Newark 20-some years ago and hasn't left, and has been a wonderful community leader in town, serves on various boards, and we're so happy Warren's on our school board because he's a kid's first person. We appreciate that. Let's give Warren a hand for this. Tim Carr, who's our board president. Tim's wife teaches at the high school, teaches math. Tim's a pastor here in town. Tim has 2 wonderful students in our school district. Really cares about kids, very level-headed, and appreciate your leadership on the board, Tim. Thank you. And then new to this room, the first month he's been eligible for the past 30-some years, he's been teaching school. And well, he's still teaching now, but CTEP goes back up there. But Mike Blowers, who's a school board member, retired from Coshocton City Schools last summer and is now kind of subbing. That means he's teaching when he wants to, the days he wants to. And days like these where he's really excited to come in and spend time with some students and families, he's available. Mike was a wonderful choir teacher. He taught band in the past and those things, and we're very fortunate to have Mike on the board. Welcome today, Mike. Thanks. Let's give Mike a hand. And then the gentleman standing back in the white back there, who's smiling there because you're smiling. And the reason you're smiling is because those strawberries over there, and the pizza and the salad and all those things. Come on, buddy. Handsome little man, it says. Come on, he's getting closer. But Todd operates our food service department, so you're talking about 5,000 lunches a day. What are we up at breakfast, Todd? About 4,000 breakfasts every morning for our students. And he takes, he's got a big heart. And I love, he's one of those chef type of guys that makes stuff and does stuff and stands back and gets a lot of joy from our students eating the food and smiling. And he gets out in our buildings and talks to kids about what they want and those type of things. He's also a very proud leader of our breakfast program. It's the breakfast program of the year in the state of Ohio last year. The only reason we won't get it this year because we got it last year, but we're still in there for that. So let's thank Todd for what he does. Okay, so Gloria, I think we have our path down here. I'm looking here. There's 2 ladies right here, Vicki Hal and Gloria that set this up. I know about 2-3 days ago, I walked through the office and Gloria was sitting at her desk just trying to figure out how she was going to seat everybody in here. Knowing that I know that Gloria well enough, she stays up at night worried about how this organization, because she's black and white and I fly by night. And she keeps smiling. I know I drive her crazy because I say, we'll make it, we'll be fine, whatever. But she has to have everything organized. So thank goodness for Gloria and Vicki. Let's thank them for what they do. We're going to start with the high school, and I think we're going to head out in the hallway. Remember, students, paw print when you come up here. Smile, be proud of who you are. Look right at that camera and tell them who you are and what you do. So we have Tom Bowman, our high school principal, will step up first.
Thank you, Mr. Ute. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and congratulations, new students here today. That's awesome. I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the future here at the high school in probably just a couple of years, or maybe a little more for some of you guys. Thank you, Park National Bank, again for your support and sponsorship. We appreciate all that you do. Have 4 outstanding students here at the high school representing us today. I'm going to read a little bit about them. Our first student is Lydia Holmes. And the person that nominated Lydia said, hard worker every day and always shows kindness to others. So ladies and gentlemen, Lydia Holmes.
My name's Lydia Holmes. I'm here with my mom, Ruth, and my dad, Matt. And I'm in 9th grade at Newark High School, and I play soccer.
Our 10th grade representative, Nick Robertson, person that nominated him said, he took the initiative to move his seat in class to help a struggling student and has stayed with that student and helped ever since. I could have used you when I was in math class, Nick. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Nick. This is my mom, Amy, and my dad, John, and I'm happy to be here today. So, thank you.
Our junior representative, Ariana Winbush. She is super involved in numerous activities at the high school. She is always kind, pleasant, and respectful. And I know, Ariana, you've helped me a lot at the high school, and I appreciate your leadership.
I first want to apologize for my voice. I'm not feeling really well. But my name's Ariana. I'm in 11th grade. This is my mom, Samantha, and my dad here. At the high school, I'm in concert choir, swing choir. I play basketball, student council, and national team.
And last but not least, our senior representative, Austin, and I know I'm going to get this wrong, I've been calling you by the wrong name for 4 years, Trisnoati. Thank you. I won't tell you what I was calling him previously, but he corrected me today. Austin in choir took it upon himself to learn all of the accompanist pieces to assist should he ever be called upon. So that is really awesome. He is the model student that others look up to. That is how you've been described by your teachers. So congratulations.
My name is Austin Trisnoati, and this is the core director of the choirs at Newark High School and a good friend of mine, Mr. Russell Nutt.
Mr. Sadler.
I'm Nolan Sadler. I'm the principal at Heritage Middle School. I've got 2 candidates here today. I'll talk about our 3rd candidate when it comes time. But our first 6th grade citizen of the month is a little bit about him. Austin, if you could step out here a little bit. His teachers that nominated him had a lot of great things to say about him. He's always got a positive attitude, hard worker. He's also involved in a lot of activities outside of school as well. So Austin Rose.
My name name's Austin Rose. I'm here with my mom, Kate, and my dad, Adam. Outside of school, I like to play 3 sports, and my favorite subject is math.
Our 7th grader this month, her teachers had a lot of great things to say about her. Always got a smile on her face, very respectful to other students and to the teachers. And I know even some of her 6th grade teachers were willing to say a lot of great things. I'm very happy that she was nominated this month, and that's Tamara Stryber.
Hi, my name is Tamara Schreiber. I'm in 7th grade. I play volleyball, and my favorite subject is math. And this is my mom, Andrea, and my brother, Julius.
Just one quick note, our 8th graders, Jason Dansby, we just want to recognize him. He couldn't be here. He took a pretty hard hit in the football game last night. Wasn't able to be here today. Just want to recognize him even though he's not here.
Hello, good afternoon now it is. I'm Brent Fickus, principal at Liberty Middle School. Never get a second chance to make a first impression, so congratulations to all the students that are sitting here today. It's pretty spectacular to be the first one chosen in your respective buildings. I have 3 wonderful students here with me today. Our 6th grade representative, I'd like to call up first, is Hayden Cox.
I'm Hayden Cox, and I'm in 6th grade at Liberty Middle School, and I enjoy playing football outside of school, and I look forward to trying out for the 7th grade football team next year. Oh, and this is my mom and dad, Sean and Angie Brown.
Our 7th grade representative is Adam Cockerham.
I'm Adam Cockerham. I am the 7th grade representative for Citizen of the Month. This is my mom, Tara Cockerham, and my grandma is Vicki Liffland in the back. And one thing I like to do is cross country. That is the sport I am currently in right now.
And last but not least, our 8th grade representative is my neighbor, Megan Rosegarden.
I'm in National Junior Honor Society, and my favorite subjects are language arts and science, and I also do cross country and track as well as band.
I believe at this time I'll be handing it over to Mr. Davis.
Good afternoon. I'm John Davis, very proud principal of Wilson. This is my 15th year at Wilson, and we'd like to thank Park National for sponsoring this, and thanks to all the parents for entrusting your students with us each and every day. We have 3 great citizens coming out of Wilson today. I saw a couple of them out of the high school. They went on to get named that also, so congratulations to those high school students. This time I'd like to introduce Keisha Bird, our 6th grade Citizen of the Month.
I am part of the Wilson Way leadership team at Wilson Middle School. I am in 6th grade, and I am here today with my papa, Randy Green, and my mother, Kara Green.
Our 7th grade Citizen of the Month is Miss Jocelyn Paul.
My name is Jocelyn Paul. I'm here with my mom, Devin, and my dad, Michael, and I love to play sports, and my favorite subject is math.
Our 8th grade Citizen of the Month is Miss Cadence Parkinson.
I'm Cadence Parkinson. This is my dad, Trent, and my mom's over here. Her name's Brianna. She's with all the kids. I'm in volleyball, basketball, the Wilson leadership team, and robotics, and I'm very thankful to be here, so thank you.
And looks like we have Mr. Coleman from Cherry Valley coming up.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. My name is Chet Coleman. I'm a very proud principal of Cherry Valley Elementary. I'd like to thank Park National Bank. I know that I guess they're the mother bank of Century where I have my money. So back in Zanesville, I'm not sure if you call it that or not, but anyway, with that said, thank you Park National Bank for everything you do. I'd also like to thank all the parents here. As I said, I'm very proud, but I'm honored also and kind of feel old today because I have watched Lydia come up through Cherry Valley. She's now in the high school. Watched Cadence come up through Cherry Valley from Wilson, and also watched Keisha Bird come up through Cherry Valley. So 3 Cherry Valley alumni coming up through, and we really appreciate that. Like I said, watching these kids grow up makes me feel kind of old. So with that said, I have 2 outstanding individuals here today. Our first representative is 4th grader, very polite, respectful young man, Mr. Caleb Holmes. And he's going to introduce who he brought with you today and tell you a little bit about himself.
Hi, I am Caleb Holmes. This is my mom, Ruth Holmes, and my dad, Matthew Holmes. My sister is over there at the high school. And my favorite subject is reading. Outside of school, I also really like to read. I am also in karate, and that's all I have to say.
And yeah, there's a long line of homes that have come through Cherry Valley, that's for sure. But just outstanding individuals and outstanding students as well. So here's another young man, Mr. Jacoby Workman, that works very, very hard through challenging things for himself and does an outstanding job. And he's going to tell you a little bit about himself.
My name is Jacoby. I'm here with my dad and my great-grandma, Karen, and my favorite subject is math.
Miss Dina Gable.
Good afternoon, my name is Dina Cable, proud principal at Ben Franklin Elementary. It's an honor to be here with each of you today. Thanks to Park National Bank for lunch today, and it's so great to see so many Newark High School alumni out there today. It's a great community and we stick around for a long time. My 4th grade representative today is David Adkins, and he's been with Ben Franklin for a long time. He's a great leader in the classroom and in everything he does.
Hi, my name is David Atkins. I'm in 4th grade and I like to play kickball. This is my dad, Danny, and my mom, Julie.
And our 5th grade representative is Jonathan Jenkins. And I am so glad Jonathan could schedule time for us today to have this luncheon because he is one busy guy.
My name is Jonathan Jenkins, Angela Nicholas, and my mom, Letitia Bean. I play for the 5th, 6th Newark football team, and I'm in Miss Cooper's 5th grade class at Ben Franklin.
Hi everyone, I'm Julie Elwell, principal at Carson Elementary. Big thanks to Park National Bank for sponsoring us today and for joining us at our table. We enjoyed having you. I have a couple of wonderful students to bring today. One is very nervous, Zariah Weiss, and Zariah, no one's more nervous than me, so come on up here and join me. She's a fantastic leader in our building. I went in and asked her teacher what were some of the reasons why she nominated her for being our Citizen of the Month this month, and she said she's always kind, always helpful, and very respectful. Okay, you want to take a second to say hi? Tell us about your favorite subject. What's your favorite subject? Math is her favorite subject. Nice job, Sarah. You did. Come on up, Connor. Connor is our 5th grade representative. He's an amazing kiddo as well. He's super excited. And Connor is on our 5th grade leadership team in our building. And that's a really select group of fifth graders that takes on a lot of responsibility in our building. They help with recycling each week, and they also help in the hallways in the morning to guide some of our younger students to get to their classroom safely. So he had lots of great things that were shared about him with his classmates and his teacher as well. His teacher said he's very kind, very patient with other students in the building, and responsible. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to you. You ready to talk? You look like it.
My favorite subject in school is reading and math, and my favorite thing to do outside of school is play video games.
Thank you. Who do you have with you?
My mom.
Neighbors, come on up. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Linda Neighbors. I'm the principal at John Clem Elementary. This is my 14th year. Pretty excited. I love doing this because this is the time that we can celebrate those kids that are making the great choices. And parents, this is the time that you can actually say to yourself that your parenting is going right because your kids are making those good decisions. And I know a lot of times you're thinking to yourself, you're doing the very best. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are doing the very best because you're putting out kids that are shining right now, and we're very, very proud of them. I'd like to thank Park National for sponsoring this because I know we don't take anything out of our funds to make sure this happens, and this is so important for us to be able to celebrate these kids. I would like to introduce two special kids. I have a theme every year at school, and to kind of set the school up. And this year, it took a quote, and the quote is, "In a world where you can be anything, be kind." And these two girls basically kind of represent that whole quote. And so, because they are the very first, and they are the ones that stand at the top, and so I am very proud to introduce them. The first fourth grade representative is Bryn Young.
This is my mom, Megan. I love to do math. It's my favorite subject, and I love also volleyball and dancing.
Our fifth grade representative is brand new to John Clem, and her name is Rory Barker.
Hi, my name is Rory Barker. With me I have my dad, Mark, and my mom, Angela. My favorite subject in school is math, and I like to play soccer.
This is Mr. Nick Myers.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank Park National Bank for everything they do for our community and our schools. Very much appreciated. Super excited to be here today with Girl Power from Hillview Elementary. So I want to just introduce both of these girls were chosen because in our building we have a SOAR theme, and the S of SOAR stands for show kindness. Both of their teachers said the main reason why I am choosing this person is because they show kindness. And like Mr. Ute said before we started, it's not all about grades. It's also about what you do as a citizen in your schools. And so I'm super excited to introduce to you from the fourth grade, Ella Jewell.
I'm in fourth grade, and I'm here with my mom, Melissa, and my dad, Ryan. Outside of school, I like to do volleyball, and my favorite subject is math.
And from the fifth grade, we have Nalani Matias.
Hi, my name's Nalani. I'm in fifth grade. This is my mom. My favorite subject is science, and outside of school, I do soccer.
I went a whole year pronouncing her last name Matthias before someone said it's actually Matthias, and so she and I still joke about that. All right, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Cooper.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. My name is Ella Cooper, and I'm the principal at Legend Elementary, so happy to be here today. Thank you to Park National Bank for all you do for New York City schools, but for all you do in the community. You're really a presence for good in Newark and Licking County and Central Ohio and beyond. I have two students that I would like to introduce to you this afternoon. First is one of our fourth grade students. It's Grady Fields. Grady. I'm going to tell a little bit about Grady before I hand the microphone over to him. When I talked to his teacher, she said Grady is a leader in the classroom, which I know from seeing him in many different areas of the school. He comes to school with a positive attitude and ready to learn every day. He is known for being a friend to all. And the teacher gave me a little comment that one of his classmates made about him. And the classmate said, Grady sits by me in the morning and he helps keep me focused with my morning work. I am glad he is my friend. Grady, if you'll introduce yourself and your guests and tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, my name is Grady Fields. I'm here with my dad and my mom, Jason and Jessica Fields today. And my favorite subject is writing, and what I like to do outside of school is basketball.
Our fifth grade student from Legend Elementary is Autumn Harmon, and we kind of share credit with John Clem for Miss Harmon, and she was able to connect with her former principal, Mrs. Neighbors, and had a nice hug before this started. Autumn's teacher says this about her. Autumn is hardworking and always kind to others. Autumn is someone others can count on to be helpful. And she is engaged during classwork and loves learning. She always has a ready smile for her classmates. Autumn, if you'll introduce yourself, your guests, and tell us a little bit about you.
My name is Autumn Harmon, and I'm here with my mom. And my favorite subject is math, and I play piano outside of school.
Next is Miss McGuffey is what I'm going to call her.
My ex-husband called me Miss Kevin one time, so yeah. Hi, I'm Cindy Baker, and I'm the principal at McGuffey Elementary. I have two students with me today, and one of the things that we like to do is always start our mornings on a positive note. And both of the representatives that I have today come to the front door every morning with a smile on their face. Our first representative is our fourth grade student, James Roberts. And he walks to school every day with his mom, every once in a while in the car when it rains or it's snowing. But James, come on out.
My name is James Roberts. I brought my parents, Amelia and Cliff. My favorite subject is math. And out of school, I like to watch videos.
Our fifth grade representative is Emerson Miles, and Emerson attacks every day. When she pops out of the car with her mom or dad, sometimes I have to take a double take to make sure she's not carrying a briefcase. She comes in ready to learn every day. Emerson, come on in.
Hi, my name is Emerson Miles, and I'm here with my parents today. Inside of school, my favorite subject is science, and outside of school, I enjoy playing volleyball.
To Park National for sponsoring us today. They also do a lot with our schools with Call to College and our fourth graders, so thank you very much.
Wow, don't we have some great students? Let's give them a hand. Their peers and their teachers say about it, because we have an expectation here for our staff is that when you get out of your car and put your foot on the ground, our kids deserve your best, and that's a great attitude. Excited about being here and treating people with respect, and so we expect that out of our students also. And you can see that we have over 6,000 students in our school district. That's a lot of kids. There are about 30 of them in here today. So being in this room is special because a lot of our children could make it in this room. So you're doing a little bit extra. How about the parents? Who was it? Jocelyn, where are you sitting at? Oh, right there, right in front of you. How many times your mom and dad been in this room? 7 times they've been in this room with kids. Let's give them a hand. Did you say great-grandmother? There's no way she's a grandmother. Okay. I was going to say. Oh, it is great-grandmother. Wow. That's your grandson. How about you stand up for a second? Could I just have you stand up just for a second? Now, how wonderful is that for a great-grandparent to be in the room? I'll tell you, that's just got to feel good. And the great grandparents see that generational treating people with respect. You got to enjoy that. I know that the Utes had a busy summer. We went from 5 to 7. I still have trouble saying I have 7 grandchildren. Does that make me sound 7? But I can tell you that nothing would make me prouder to be in there someday and.
You're going to have 16 great-grandchildren.
16 great-grandchildren. God bless you. Yeah, you're talking family wedding.
And birthdays.
Yeah. I can remember all his birthdays. Not every day you got someone that. Yeah, so, but as parents and grandparents, being in this room is special because, you know, I heard people mention it, that you know when your children are going to school and they're treating each other with respect and their peers. John and Cindy, is that important to Park National Bank? Very important. That's what I liked about what these two talked about is how much they love their job. And I know when you go around that bank, you can tell that you guys enjoy your job and treat people with respect. Is that an important quality for you to have at Park National? You treat people with respect. So those are all good qualities to have, and so really appreciate that. That's happened. So, okay, you wouldn't be in here, children, young men and young women. Should call you your children. I think that's awesome too that we got one. I like how that worked out good for you, didn't it? By each other. I was sitting there looking at that thing. How that worked out? It worked out good. So, but you wouldn't be in here, students, if it wasn't for that principal at your table. Leading that, setting that example, leading that culture in your building to teach you those type of things. So if you would, students, I want you to get up, walk over, you can do the knuckles, or you can give them a hug, look them in the eye, and tell them how much you appreciate it. So,
Can I go in
Now, let's tell you this. Being a former high school principal myself, we like to see kids. Some people think, well, I hope my son or daughter doesn't see them. Think they're in trouble. We like to see all kids and establish a relationship that way. So make sure you're always telling your principal how much you appreciate them and your teachers. Somebody else at your table, you wouldn't be in here if it wasn't for that grandpa, mom or dad. Okay? I know that, I'll tell you this, at 57 years of age, I've not lost sight of why I'm standing here. And that's because of my mother. Good grandparents. Taught me how to get up in the morning with a positive attitude and share that love out through. And I tell my mom I love her all the time. And that's something I think that we've lost sight of. Too much of that. It's hard to get them. I still say I've got 4 children. I still tell them I love them. The 7 grandkids, 2 of them don't know what I'm saying because they're 3 months old or 4 months or whatever they are now. But make sure you're telling somebody how much you appreciate them, how much you love them. So at this time, go look your mom and dad in the eye or grandma in the eye, give them a hug, tell them you appreciate them, you love them. A good hug, a good squeezing hug. A good squeezing Oh, yeah. Make sure that periodically you tell your mom and dad you love them and you appreciate them. What mom and dad or grandma or grandpa in here doesn't like that? Raise your hand if you don't like that. That's what I thought. You get that hug. And I did watch the high school. Did you get a good hug, Ms. Robertson? Did you get a hug? All right. Okay, good. Once again, Park National Bank, thank you for your sponsorship of today and everything you do in our community. You're great leaders for how to get involved in the community here. That just makes Newark special, so we appreciate that. And thank you, moms and dads and grandparents and friends, teachers, whoever came in here to support these folks. But most importantly, thank you, students, for what you do. Because these buildings, the school district is for you. And we couldn't be the district we are if we didn't have great leaders like yourself in here. So thank you very much. Let's give our students one last round of applause.